Hello and welcome to the City of San Bruno's virtual counter series. Today we will be discussing fence regulations within the City of San Bruno and some of the most common questions that we get. The first question that we get is, where can I locate a fence within my property lines? And the short answer to that is anywhere. But there's one important thing to note. If you have a corner lot, you cannot build a fence anywhere within 25 feet of the street corner without first receiving approval from the Community Development Department. So please check with us first if you're going to build a fence within that area. All right, the second question that we get is, where does my property line actually begin? Depending on the block, your property line actually begins a couple feet in from the back edge of the sidewalk and could be ranged from anywhere from 2 to 7 feet in. So with this, you're also going to have to check with the Community Development Department to see where your property line actually begins. And depending on when you're watching this video, the list may also be posted on our website, so you could check that as well. The third question that we get is, how tall can my fence be? That also has two different answers. The first is, within your front property line, you could have up to a 3-foot fence, and that's anywhere within the first 15 feet of your property. In your side and rear yard, you could build up to a 6-foot fence with 2 feet of lattice on top of that. Make sure that lattice is open to light and air, at least 50% open, and you could have a total of an 8-foot structure. And finally, the last question that we get is, do I need a permit to do this work? And the answer is no. If you're following these rules and regulations as outlined on this video, you do not need a permit. However, you should always check with your neighbor to make sure that he or she agrees with construction of the fence, and if you're building a retaining wall over 4 feet in height, you do need a permit. And that 4 feet also includes the footing below ground, so please count that towards the overall height. And if you have any further questions, you could contact us at 650-616-7074 or by email at planning@sanbruno.ca.gov.